Today is January 15th, 2035. Welcome to the Rock the Stern Mission Radio channel at FM 94.8. Today we welcome our special guest, Andy Cheng, the CEO of Silk & Truck, which is the largest investment advisory firm that services nonprofits in China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. Can you tell me a little bit about where you got the name from?
Okay, thank you for having me here today. The silk represents my proactive nature, and there's a story behind it. When I was growing up in Taiwan, my third grade science class required each of us to bring silkworms for a project to observe their growth cycles. I realized that many of my classmates would most likely not bring any worms, so I took the initiative and bought a number of worms in advance. I sold the larger ones for 50 cents and the smaller one for 30 cents. I also offered the opportunity to raise the worms for classmates who were afraid of them, charging a separate fee. I ended up selling silkworms to over half of the class and having over 20 molds flying around in my house. This is how I made my first bucket of gold. So for me, whether it is a chance to gain knowledge or an opportunity to make profit, I always try to be proactive, because I know that if I miss an opportunity, I also miss the chance to better myself. And I think it is this mentality that fostered my strong interest in investment when I first saw my dad's trading portfolio. The timing and critical nature of stock and option trading have always fascinated me, and the constantly changing numbers remind me of the opportunities that can be seized.
And how about the truck?
The truck comes from my passion to help people, and there's another story behind it. When I was in junior high school, my best friend's parents worked at a moving company. From his family of four living in a 200 square feet studio to riding home from school every day in the back of his father's moving truck, I saw many things in his family lifestyle that I did not experience in my own family. I still remember vividly how ashamed and reluctant he looked the day he asked to borrow money from my parents to pay for his $50 tuition. Fortunately, my parents were able to help him, but the fact that my best friend had to live such a difficult life struck me. At that young age, I couldn't help but wonder how his life might have been better if someone had helped him earlier. While this story may seem trivial to some people, it allowed me to see the real world at an early age. Growing up with financially deprived classmates made me grateful for what my parents had provided me, and it also enlightened me to help others who were less fortunate.
So, Silk & Truck represents opportunity and generosity. Interesting. So, you grew up in Taiwan and moved to the States when you were 14, I believe. Did you do any charity work after you moved to the States?
Oh, yes, I did. In fact, I did over 8 years of community work at Tzu Foundation and Chinese Cancer Memorial Foundation. And one thing that I was particularly proud of was organizing a charity concert featuring a famous Taiwanese singer, Cheng. We held concerts in the Bay Area, Houston, and Lincoln Center, New York, and we sold over 18,000 tickets in 2011. The charity concert was not only the biggest leadership project I had taken on outside of work then, but also a life-changing experience for me. The majority of the fund we raised went into helping financially deprived cancer patients and promoting cancer education. When I first joined, I was greeted by many cancer survivors on the volunteer team, but during my time on the team, we lost 2 key members to cancer. However, at each meeting, I still saw the cancer volunteers' determination to accomplish our goal of raising $1 million. I was always in awe by their optimistic attitude and gratitude towards things around them, even after going through such an unfortunate ordeal. I think one instance that really imprinted a clear message in my heart was when a cancer survivor volunteer who was a previous donation beneficiary. He told me that many of us may or may not survive, but it is your support, warmth, and encouragement that keep our hope afloat. This simple yet powerful message provided me with the necessary motivation to start a youth volunteer group and to help reach our goal of selling 8,000 tickets in the Bay Area. By utilizing members' connections, I contact school principals, newspapers, and TV stations to advertise the concert and to recruit youth volunteers. To educate them about cancer and our mission, I collaborated with Stanford Liver Center to hold several orientations. Throughout this whole process, I was constantly working with people from different backgrounds, learning when to take charge and when to assist other members when needed, respecting their expertise in order to help them achieve our ultimate goal. These years of volunteer works were at the roots of starting Silk & Truck.
What is your vision for the company?
We will convey the idea of profits for nonprofits to to organizations and show them how we can help give them more flexibility in allocating their resources by making wise investments. Because of the high risks involved, many Chinese people are hesitant to start up nonprofits. Therefore, our goal will not just be to increase our clients' funding financially, we will also broadcast ideas of self-sustainable organizations to a general Chinese society and to encourage more Chinese nonprofits to start up. I hope that our clients will be able to see what we see, that a nonprofit does not always have to rely purely on external donation, but it can also grow on its own.
Wow, that was really amazing. Now, I guess we can describe your personality using 3 words: opportunistic, helpfulness, and compassionate. So, on a more relaxing note, what do you do for fun usually?
Oh, I play a lot of basketball, and I used to play for my high school, and I continued playing in college and after I started working. I wish I could show you how good I was, but I'm kind of old now. In general, I enjoy playing on a team and having a sense of everyone working hard towards the same goal. Besides basketball, I also play guitar and poker with my friends when I have time. I also like to travel and see different places. Basically, I just like to hang out with people and just have fun.
I think our time is about to end now, so thank you so much for joining us today. We found many interesting characteristics that you possess and the great works that you're doing. No wonder the Stern MBA invited you to be the Honorable Alumni Speaker at their 2035 commencement.
Thank you very much. I feel honored to be here, and I hope to see you at Stern.